Hello! Welcome to my house. Yes, we got the setup. We got the treadmill here. It's my best friend. I was actually just walking on it for no reason. Ta-da! IFBB Pro.
Are you a pro?
I am a pro.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna make my pre-workout meal, which is gonna be cream of rice, Pride Foods, blueberry muffin, protein, 16 grams of almond butter. Bam! This is what we got today. Cinnamon almond butter. It's fire. Fire. I dream about it every night. I weigh everything out with my food scale. This is it, guys. So yeah, it's a gram scale. It's very accurate. A lot of people ask like what to eat to be fit or how to eat to have a bodybuilder lifestyle, and really you can eat what you want. The key is to measure it out. As long as you're eating within your calories and your macros, you're good to go. So that's why we use the food scale, okay? I'm gonna measure out 32 grams of the cream of rice, blueberry muffin. I like saying the word muffin, I don't know why. Yeah, this scale, it looks small, but super accurate. And then a lot of people don't know how to cook cream of rice properly. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So pretty much it looks like this. You measure it dry. I just add water to about here, so it kind of looks weird, but just wait. So the trick here is put it in the microwave for 5 minutes, and every 30 seconds you gotta take it out and stir it. So it takes a minute, but it's worth it. So I'm gonna do 5, and then you pretty much have to babysit it for 5 minutes. Yeah, and it comes out beautiful. For anyone interested why I do this, if you ever try to cook cream of rice and you didn't know what you were doing, it probably came out really gross and like clumpy and nasty. So this is how you cook it properly, so it gets like voluminous and so that there's no like hard parts. It's very like smooth. So yes, I make the best cream of rice because I just do, because I perfected it. Okay, so we're about 45 seconds in. So again, when you take it out and stir it the first few times, it's gonna look the same, but I'm telling you, this is how that you prevent the clumps. About 2 minutes left, but you can see it's coming along nice and good. I'm actually gonna add just a little bit more water. Bam. And don't come after me for using sink water, please. We got about 2 more minutes. We're gonna do 12 grams. I like this protein. I've been using it for probably like 7 years. And I mean, there's nothing like super special about it. I just like it, so. Oh, and I like it sweet, so I'm gonna add sweet drops. So it has no calories. Yeah, organic stevia leaf extract, so there's no sugar alcohols in it. I stay away from sugar alcohols, which are in a lot of sugar-free things, because they can really disrupt your digestion. When you're doing bodybuilding or fitness in general, or just trying to be healthy, prioritizing your digestion is very important. You want to maximize your nutrient absorption, and you don't want to have stomach issues. Okay, so I'm gonna do 16 grams. I already pre-put all this into my Fitness Pal. I've been dieting now for 38 weeks, so I talk slow because I lose my train of thought mid-sentence. Pre-workout is always coffee because I love coffee, and I would rather get my caffeine from that and not an energy drink. So for creamer, we're gonna do these. They each have 1.5 grams of fat, no carbs. Update is we are on our way to the new Alpha Land gym that just had their grand opening, and it's in Missouri City. We're gonna do arm workout today, so biceps, triceps. It's gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna do a question answer and then chat with you all about my plans after winning my pro card last weekend, what my upcoming plans are, so stay tuned. All right, we made it to Alpha Land. We got the pre-workout. We got the BCAAs. We got it all. so we just finished our lift and now we are getting some posing in the pro routine in bikini. It's a little bit longer than amateur routine. Just perfecting my transitions and practicing. Everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video, so I just wanted to introduce myself. Also known as Sarah Too Short on Instagram. I just won my IFBB Pro card in the bikini division at NPC Nationals in Orlando. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about what my plans are moving forward since I did just earn my Pro card. I'm also gonna be answering the questions from my Instagram. Yeah, let's get into it. All right, so first and foremost, I got a lot of congrats on my IFBB Pro card, and I want to say thank you to everybody. It is definitely an incredible feeling. I'm still in shock about it. Everybody looked very amazing. For me to have the opportunity to represent the Pro League, I do not take lightly at all. So, you know, my goal here is to represent what professional bodybuilding bikini division should be. Whether there's a show coming up, there's not a show coming up, you know, there's a certain standard that I aim to uphold with the label as an IFBB Pro. I'd like to become a bodybuilder, just have a problem that not able to eat the right food. There's not a right or wrong food. What you really need to focus on is the amount of food that you need for your goals. I mean, that's gonna be different for everybody depending on how lean you are, how much body fat you need to lose, how much food you typically eat, how much food that you can maintain on. So really, if you're getting in your carbs, fat, and protein, you can choose the sources of those. So there's not a one-size-fits-all plan. You generally are gonna see bodybuilders eat the same type of foods because, you know, we wanna prioritize digestion. We like to eat a lot of single ingredient foods, and we like to eat foods that have a lot of volume for less calories. A lot of times if you are dieting for a show, because you wanna still feel full. So really there's no specific food you have to eat, so I think you can do it. Oh, I did have a few questions about my goals now with my Pro card. I competed at Nationals to obviously win and earn my Pro card, but more importantly, I wanted to earn my Pro card so that I could compete as a pro. I really don't see an end to my competition journey in sight. I just want to keep going. I have chosen to do the first pro show here in the United States of the year, which is going to be in Las Vegas. It's a muscle contest, February the 5th. So the day after my birthday. So I'm gonna celebrate my birthday the right way with my pro debut. And then it just depends what happens from there. So, but really, I just wanna keep competing. I want more stage experience. I wanna keep refining my look, refining my presentation. I have not had enough stage time yet to really do that. I think learning comes a lot from just experiencing and doing. So what I plan to do with my Pro card, I plan to compete as much as I can, and like I said, just really represent the sport and really act as a professional athlete should. So I'm gonna keep going. I had a question here about waist trainers. Do you believe waist trainers are worth using? I would say before considering a waist trainer, you need to first look at all other variables such as what you're eating, how hard you're training, if you're doing cardio, if you're drinking a lot of water, if you're getting enough sleep, if you're prioritizing digestion and recovery. There's so many variables that are going to take priority over a waist trainer. Now, if you have everything completely on point for a long time and you want to explore to see if a waist trainer can maybe bring your waist in a little tighter, then sure, you can absolutely utilize one. I would just say it is a tool, so it's not going to make or break your physique. It is a tool to where if you have every other variable in check, you can test it out and see if you like it. I know I personally don't really use one. I put one on when I'm cold, to be honest, to keep me warm, which I don't think anyone else on the planet uses one for that. Get everything else in check, and then you can put a waist trainer on and see if you like the way it feels while you're training. I did have a few questions about cardio, what I do for cardio, and I will say, again, cardio is just a tool for me while you're cutting into a show. You know, for the first, I would say 15 to 20 weeks of my prep for my regional show, my cardio was pretty much increasing weekly based off what my coach was telling me. And again, it depends on how you're responding to your protocols. So if I was leaning out real good, my muscles were nice and full, I was feeling energetic, my cardio probably wouldn't have been increasing if I was leaning out. My coach increased cardio as needed. So for cardio, I just do Stairmaster and incline walking. I try to do as much Stairmaster as I can because I feel it's just more effective for me. I do feel it's a little bit harder to recover from stairs, so I'll just do a steady state incline walk. I do try to keep it moderately intense, but nothing like too crazy. It says love your physique. Thank you. It is only gonna improve. Can promise you that. And ask how many shows have I done. So I've done 3 shows prior to this year. I was one of those people that just wanted to do shows for something to do because I couldn't really do college sports anymore. I was out of college. Just wanted to do something, but it was more of like a bucket list thing. I will say this year, absolute 180. It is not a bucket list thing. This is something I want to do for the rest of my life. I feel totally in my element. Bodybuilding is just, it's everything to me. So I did 1 regional show this year, qualified for nationals, did 1 national show, and got my pro card. So yeah, so I've done 3 shows prior and then 2 this year where I actually took it seriously. And then also he asked, how old is your baby? She is 13 months old as of yesterday. So I started prep when my daughter was 3.5 months old, and I lost over 70 pounds. So anybody can do it, all right? I definitely want to empower and inspire moms, of course, because it's really hard when you're taking care of another human, especially, you know, a baby. So I understand that, but if you have a goal, no matter if it's to step on stage, get your pro card, a career goal, and you have a child, you know, you have to put yourself as a priority so that you can be the best mom you can be. If I didn't have bodybuilding as my outlet, I wouldn't have the discipline, the structure. I wouldn't be able to prepare and plan so well. I wouldn't be able to be as efficient with my time. So really, bodybuilding has only enhanced me and my ability to be a mom. Okay, so I do have a lot more questions I'm gonna answer in the next video because it's like 10 degrees outside. I can't feel my fingers, but I'm gonna end on this question. So this is Bridget Gillespie. She actually just won the overall at the show, Orlando Nationals. So congratulations, you look absolutely incredible. And this is a really good question. She said, if you could change anything about this prep, what would it be? That's an amazing question because I can go back and look and reflect. And I would say I started this prep with the most unideal, if that's a word, unideal circumstances. Back in February, the Texas freeze happened. I completely lost my house. I was also 2 months postpartum, and I was like, let's start a prep, you know? So super unideal circumstances, literally no house, living in hotels that the insurance put us in with a brand new baby, but I knew I wanted to prep. So I went through the most unideal circumstances, but I never missed cardio, never missed a lift, never missed really anything here. And I don't think I would change a thing because after what I went through this year while prepping all the way to my pro card, I just feel like I can do anything. You know, I feel like any circumstance, any challenge thrown my way, I just feel like it's a little roadblock that I can get over. And so yeah, the hard times this year and the hard times through this prep taught me so much. The hard times that I went through this prep, and not even related to the prep, but just related to life, has made prep feel so easy, okay? The prep to me is the easy thing. The life and the circumstances we can't control is the hard thing. So if I could change anything about this prep, absolutely nothing, which is insane for me to say, but the hard times just taught me so much that I otherwise would not have learned. And like I said, any prep, any life situation, I just feel like I can get through it because of what I got through this year. So that's gonna end it, and we're gonna go inside because I'm cold.